Welcome back to another episode on Rotten Block. We are over here in a tunnel and we need a bridge. We can't get over there to buy wings if we don't have a bridge. So that is something we are going to be building today. And as you can see, I've done some texturing around the island here, or at least around our base. I finished up adding some more terraces and then we did some texturing with just some subtle grays. And if we take a look from maybe like up here, and land. Okay. And I think this looks really cool. I really like the subtle grays. It's not too, in your face. It's really subtle. And we can, ooh, that's my head. We're gonna go over there to the big guy. Oh, I missed. And you can see I've done some more terrain work on this side. Same grays, same stuff, but rather than it being flat like it used to be, I've taken all the stone walls, and I've gone to the seafloor. And yeah, so I'm not going to do any terraforming under the water, but I think what I've got so far, is good enough. I think it looks really good. Looks natural. Looks pretty cool. But we're going to head over into the hangar where I have cleaned up the chest monster. So I've got everything organized into the chests. Pretty good. I think I've done a good job of getting this stuff organized. I think it makes sense the way I've done it. I think. Just gonna go through every chest here so you can see. And then in these barrels on the outsides, I think what I'm gonna do on this side at least is just put like empty shulker boxes. That way I have some extras just around. I've on the right side, I've done like functional blocks here, some decorational stuff. We've been doing some trading with the traveling merchant, to get all the mini blocks. We have some flora in here. I've been also trying to find like drip leaf here, and then just some dyes. I've added some more storage to like the enchanting, so we have things like enchanted tools, weapons, stuff like that, some lapis. And then over here, I've been adding just tools in here, like buckets and stuff. I've added a trash can so I can get rid of garbage. And here I've added like some cooking stuff or just like, I don't know, stuff like that. And fuel. And then just some empty stuff. And I've added armor, tools, weapons, stuff over here. Some horse stuff. I just sold Nat like all the horse armor I had. I just got a stack of diamonds. It's not like I need more diamonds. I'll take more. But yeah, so I've also added this. And I did some armor stand magic to make this look like a table saw. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, so for some of the last things I want to do to wrap up the starter area, I need to add the plane here that I'm going to be working on, like just an in-progress aircraft. And I have a plane in mind that I want to design. I'm just not sure if I can actually maybe fit it to scale in here. I'm not sure yet. And then back here, like I said last episode, I want to build like a tow truck, and that's where we're gonna sell junk. So I have like a ton of potions that I've just collected from just various things, especially like the end rating. I've gotten a ton of the health potions, so I'm just gonna open up a little shop here to sell whatever junk that I don't really need lying around. I think that'll help with our trash problem. So we just bought a horse from Nat's new shop here, and I bought this one. So we picked this guy because he's the fastest. And the second best is over here. I thought about buying this guy. I think he jumps a little bit higher, but he's just a little bit slower than this guy. But we actually came over here to look at the bridge that Nat built in her latest episode. Let's get off the horse. Get off Larry. But yeah, we wanted to look at the bridge here. And you can see that it's a really simple bridge. But I really like it. So I think we're gonna try to go for something simple, something like this over at the ATC. All right, so we got the bridge done. I think it's looking pretty nice. Let's hitch up the horse. Put that there. And we can go into free cam just to get a better look. So we're doing something a little different than what Nat did with the rails here. So I just threw in the hanging sign, she had fence, and then I just did a little bit of, just a few different things. But yeah, I think I really like this. Especially, let's get on the horse. You might need to sleep real quick. Where's my lead? There it is. Yeah, so if we go back up to the hill, up to the shop here, you can see the bridge from over here, and I think I really like it. Just starting to see the infrastructure pop up around here. We added some roads here, and we have a tunnel. But yeah, like starting to actually see infrastructure pop up around here is pretty cool. I see Penguin. Yeah, that's Penguin. Let's go see what Penguin wants. What you doing?
You said that you had paper, right?
Oh yeah. Come back here.
That is a fast horse.
Oh yeah.
What in the? Hold up.
He's
I'm
the
almost there.
fastest. Can you guess what this is?
This?
Yeah.
Um, it's it's definitely crates of something.
I'll tell you it's a farm. You can guess how to turn it on.
It's a farm.
Yeah.
Oh, a cobblestone farm. Okay.
How do you think you turn it on? It's so funny because it's like it's so obvious. Oh.
No.
Do you have your sounds turned down?
Oh wait. Okay. No, I don't. Not on purpose.
You
Wait,
like
so
you
it's
turned on
on
the
right now?
farm. Yeah.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
How? Was it the button?
It's the button.
I knew it! I clicked the button. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. How much can I have? Like, I'm not gonna mind the bottom block, obviously, but.
I mean, you can take it all.
Oh,
Yeah, just
thank you.
yeah, just leave the bottom row.
Mm-hmm.
But what was I saying? The bridge is done. I think it's looking pretty cool. Looking really nice. We are going to be building a tow truck for our junkyard, and I'm just kind of scrolling through Google looking for some inspiration. Kind of thinking maybe a flatbed like this. It means that we could put stuff up on top, like chests, shulkers, whatever, and put our junk in there. Old rusty tow truck. There we go. Yeah, I think this is what we'll go with. If we can find maybe like a flatbed. I don't think we're going to be able to find something like that. Maybe this is what we'll go with. Alright, so truck is done. We've built it in survival, and what we're going to do now is add some headlights. Kind of like what we did over there. But we're going to try something a little different. So what we're going to do, so we have these mini blocks. Cool. That's what I want. And we're going to maybe shrink them down a little bit. Let's turn off gravity. Shrink. Cool. And then we have some more armor stands. We're going to do, basically the same thing. Awesome. I was afraid of that happening. Now I can't get it. Oh my god, this is all going wrong. Alright, so we've got the headlights in. I think what we tried to mimic was the headlights on the truck that we saw. You know, kind of these bulbous looking headlights. I think it's looking alright. Okay, so I had another idea. I think I might actually get rid of these trapdoors here. And maybe the carpet. We grab these barrels. Ooh, I got rid of... missing something there. It's in a button. There we go. And yeah, so I'm thinking we can kind of make this look like a utility vehicle. So now we just have our little, I guess, barrels here where people can reach in, grab what they need. That could work. So yeah, I think we'll just put our junk in here, and this is where people can grab stuff, buy it, whatever, whatever we decide to do here. But we're gonna move on. I wanted to do some exploring because I want to start looking for a more permanent location for our big base or mega base. I don't know if it's going to be mega, just our permanent base thing, not a starter base. So we do actually need to go kind of far out because, yeah, I was looking at chunk base, looking for something very specific. I'm looking for like a witch hut next to a desert. We do have a data pack on the server that allows us to farm sand from husks, and I really want my base to like have just a ton of farms. And if I can cover like the desert and a witch hut, then I can farm redstone and sand, and I think that'd just be really nice. So I did find a little spot. It's maybe 6,000 blocks out. It could work. We just need to go check it out. So I'm out here in a swamp, the nearest swamp to the desert that I was looking at. The swamp has a few witch huts, but none of them are actually close enough to use simultaneously. So I think we're just going to use this one. It's the closest to the desert, even though we're still about 2,000 blocks from the desert. And that actually kind of changed my plan here. So I'm planning to build a city, and what I was wanting to do is to farm the redstone and the sand within the city limits, but that's not going to happen now. But what I might be able to do is actually take all the redstone and funnel it through the nether into the city and do the same thing with the sand. So if we build the city somewhere in between here and the desert, I think we should actually be able to handle that. So let's fly out to where I would like to build the city. Oh, look at that. Looks like there's a village where I want to set up. Right here. 3890. Or no, 3840. I don't know why. I think it was 5890 that I wanted. So looking at chunk base, this looks pretty close to like centered between the witch hut and the desert that we want. So yeah, it kind of works out. There's a village here, so maybe what we'll do is build up this village here. Is that an armadillo? Get some armadillos. So yeah, I guess now that I'm kind of thinking about this location, I might share that with everyone so I can actually officially claim this area and maybe it's the surrounding like witch hut or the nearest witch hut. I think is that where? No, that's not where the witch hut is. But yeah, I can kind of claim that witch hut and then a portion of like the desert in that direction. All right, so we have added our final aircraft to the hangar here. This is a P-51 Mustang. It's a World War II era aircraft, and it's one of my favorites. It looks really good here. I tried to incorporate more detail into this than I would have like with the Piper Cub over there. I used some more blocks here, or armor stands, to make some smaller blocks so we could get like a more narrow point at the end there for like the nose cone. Just some black concrete for the wheels and stuff. And then we added some banners to add the decal on the sides. And I think this thing turned out really nice. It's definitely one of my favorite builds. So, if you couldn't tell, I have changed my skin here. I am now the Aviator. I made myself a custom hat here. We can look at it on the ground as it floats around. It looks really nice. And I think people are interested in buying this thing. So I think what we'll do, as you can see, this is not the original. It's a replica. And what I'm gonna do is open up a little gift shop in here because we have these display cases. It's kind of like a museum in here. So we'll open up a gift shop and sell the helms here. We also have some other things that we might sell, like a aviator miniature. So, so we can hold this thing. I made myself into a mini. So we have like 3 minis or mini versions of the members on the server now. Myself in the aviator attire. We have a noble now and a Renee. But this one I think I'm going to sell. So what we're going to do with these display cases is actually, let's be careful with that guy. Let's turn gravity off and not the pose. We want arms. There we go. And I think we are going to... Ugh, knew that was going to happen. Did he maintain? Nope. He lost his name. Great. Alright. Got that fixed. And so, there we go. It's not really where I want him. Let's see if we can swap him. There we go. So, pose. Item. Apply. There. That'll work. And I might move him over. That's what we'll do. So let's move him out. -2. Yep. Put that back. And then we're going to go to lock it, set invisible, done. And so we have a couple more pieces. We're going to put maybe the painting there, and then the helm. And this is the original one, because this is the trademarked version. So we have our little museum started here. Now, the only thing I wasn't able to get done this episode was the painting that I want to put on this wall back here. I got a little distracted making a thumbnail, and that's, this is the thumbnail, but I made a black and white version. So yes, I'll get the painting done at some point. And for the rest of the space in the display cases, I think throughout the season, if we get any, like, I don't know, special custom items, like trophies and stuff, we can put them in the display cases here. So this is where I'm going to start wrapping up the episode. There's still a few things I want to get done around this area, like hide all the lighting out there. I don't want torches anymore, just on the ground. So we'll probably use some frog lights and some moss carpets to hide the lighting. Next episode, I'd like to start working on some farms over at like the witch hut and the desert, so we can start farming up some redstone and some sand. I think that'd be really nice. I'm sure people would like to start buying that stuff or just have access to it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I always enjoy making them. Go check out all the other members on the server too. I think they would really appreciate it. But yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, leave a like, comment, subscribe. See ya.